Welcome to Red Flags. All right, this is a podcast about horror movies, and it's just three idiots going back and forth talking about them. They're not always like the super scary ones. Sometimes they're comedy, sometimes they're goofy, sometimes they're sci-fi. It's such a wide variety that it could be, which makes it fun. Normally we were supposed to do lesbian vampire killers this week, but Opie is on vacation and he's traveling today, so it wasn't gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take because like before we did this, we had been recording different ones for a while, you know, getting the swing of things, learning how to do it. I mean, we're still getting there, still working on things, still ironing things out, trying to figure out like how we want it to flow, how we want it to go. But without further ado, I guess we're just going to have to do an old episode, pop that up there for you, see if you like it. You can always let us know what you think. There is a link. It says like text me now or something like that. That does go to our email, and so we can get feedback that way. So if that's something you want to do, that'd be great. But yeah, let's get this rolling.
Anchorman. Never seen it.
Really?
Never seen
What the
Anchorman.
Oh,
fuck
that
is
would
wrong
that would
with you?
explain then.
Never seen it.
How have you gone?
There's a couple of movies
How old
out
are you?
there I've never seen.
38?
38. Never seen Anchorman. I'm not a big... I think I don't like a certain genre of Will Ferrell movies. I think I don't like Will Ferrell. And
I think it's a thing that you can't watch now because you had to have watched it in that moment, in that time period, when he was coming up, when he was doing this,
Yep.
when he was just in his fucking moment, when the air around us was just Will Ferrell.
Kind of like it was for Jim Carrey for a little while there.
Yep.
He was the shit. Will Ferrell was the man.
Adam Sandler.
Yep. I've never seen that movie.
Have you seen Billy Madison?
Hell yeah.
Have you seen Strange Wilderness?
Yes.
Good. I'm trying to make everybody watch that movie.
That's a good one. I am not finding the notes.
Okay, so
I do
here we
not
go.
remember what.
First of all, the
Good
first
question.
thing we need to know is this movie is called Talk to Me.
Correct.
When did it come out?
2023.
2023.
It's from Australia
It's from Australia.
and some YouTubers. Holy fuck.
Come on, spit it out. What's going on with this? It's from YouTubers?
Yeah, it's YouTubers that got
So like
Should we do a
these
movie?
guys were just like
Did they
workaholic.
make anything before this movie?
just YouTube shorts, and it's like they're comedy type, goofy, weird comedy.
Some like little sketch group.
Yes. If I could get the internet to go, we'll see if we can get it to work.
We got to keep talking. You can't just sit there and stare at it with a microphone in your hand.
I know, but it's working. All right. But you got to talk while I'm getting this going. How about that?
Well, I need to know stuff. I need to know like what. So is this? Did they like? Was it crowdfunded?
I don't know, bro. Give me some time. Why don't
You knew this stuff. We were talking about it before.
You're killing me.
I remember when the movie first started. You were like, "Guess where this takes place?" And all it was a guy walking around. And I'm like, "I don't know, fucking California." And then I think the guy was like, "Oi!" And I'm like, "Oh,
There we go.
Australia."
Yeah. It's Danny and Michael Filippo.
For what?
Filippo. Philipou. So they're brothers and they're writers. They wrote the movie.
And they're usually comedy guys. This movie is not funny.
No, it's pretty serious, pretty dark. Yeah, but it's like possession. You hold the hand and then
Okay, so there's a ceramic hand.
yes.
There's a ceramic hand, and inside this hand is a real hand from a medium. right?
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
They're never like concrete on these.
No.
It's just the story we've heard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so there's this ceramic hand, and you grab it and you say, "Talk to me." And a ghost appears. Oh, shit.
A gross one. A disgusting.
And then
Then
you
you
say,
have to agree to let it in.
that's the most fucked up part right there. That's
Yeah.
big, fat, fucking red fucking flag.
There's also a candle lit before and after, which is like you're opening. And
Well, there's
closing.
you're
They
opening
light
the
it,
door, you light a candle, you grab the thing, you say, "Talk to me," ghost appears. It's usually ugly.
Yep.
And then you say, "Let me in," and then it fucking possesses you, and you're only allowed to be possessed for 90 seconds,
Maximum.
or it will want to stay, which I feel like they would probably want to stay anyway.
But they'll probably fight
I'm
a lot
assuming
harder 'cause
it's
then they realize
easier.
what's going on.
Yeah, I suppose it's probably easier to get them out before 90 seconds.
Well, there's also the aspect of which comes at the end of the movie where they talk about how they run into those guys and they say if you leave it alone and you give it time, it will.
eventually leave.
It'll eventually.
That's a
leave.
whole other theory.
Which is
on-
kind of a metaphor, I think, for the drug aspect that you get.
Do you think
into.
that's what this is?
Yeah. I mean, it's all drugs because they get high or whatever when they.
Yeah, because there's like some kind of state of euphoria you get from doing this,
From being possessed.
which is why people keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because normally you're like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah. And it's good YouTube. What do you call that? I don't know. What would you put
Clickbait?
that? Yeah, they're all filming it for social media.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's good content.
yep, good content for little kids.
And you keep saying YouTube. You know that's like,
Probably old people shit.
yeah, that's old people.
Yeah.
You gotta get on them TikToks and those reels and the
Right.
Instagrams and the
Yep. And the Discord.
Yuck.
Discord.
Discord's kind of like a whole side thing that not a lot of people know about. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people do, but like it's not as popular by far.
Really? I always thought it was pretty popular.
Like you would know about it because of us, and we know about it because it was used for gaming initially.
Yeah.
Like it was
I don't
kind
remember
of a
what
better
it
way.
initially was released for, but that's.
Do
It's
you-
the best
developed
use
into.
for it. Yeah.
Do you guys either you guys use Twitch?
I have a Twitch account. I
have
don't
one
really
just
go on there
because
very
I was
often.
watching like Joe and them when I used to talk to them.
Yeah. Twitch is a whole other thing. It's just another thing. That's the way I see it. It's just another thing that you can watch if you want.
Yep.
I don't think it's as popular as TikTok and all those, though.
Yeah. TikTok's pretty popular. Because it's, short little videos. It's great great for ADHD kids.
to get
ADHD
into
kids.
this really quickly,
Yeah.
I got into Vine when that came out. Like instantly, I was into it. I loved it. I loved the idea of it, and the creativity that it spawned was insane.
I
because
really
you
liked
only
Vine,
had
too.
6 seconds to tell a story,
Yeah.
and you also had the creativity of using the loop feature and creating like perfect loops.
Yeah.
But then that fucking died out. And what was music.ly
Yeah.
turned into TikTok.
Yeah.
And that day that Vine got deleted, I was like, all right, let's see what, because then
Why did they delete Vine? Why did they do that?
I don't remember. I didn't.
Some kind of stupid thing or what?
I was upset about it, but I don't know. It could have been some business stuff that I just never really looked into it. But I remember seeing, because they were advertising TikTok real hard. And so I downloaded it day one.
That sounds like you were up on that shit.
I was up on that shit. And then now I barely use it because it's just too consuming.
Yeah.
And then it changed. It went from like the nice Vine creativity stuff, and then it just went all advertising and selling and products and
And a bunch of young girls, skimpy dressed, lip syncing to fucking music.
that depends on your algorithm.
I love
there,
that
buddy.
shit.
Yeah, but that's,
I'm on Instagram all the time looking
so
at
much.
ass and titties all the time. Oh,
Ass and
have you guys
titties.
see them trends
Ass
where
and
they
titties.
they flash
Yeah.
You know, they'll flash a mirror that's in the background and shit. They'll just
No,
the
I know.
whole
I
point
know what
is
you're
to
talking
show
about.
your shit.
But not really.
Right?
Dude. Just
Get away with
sneaky do it.
So I love it. And have you seen the new one where the trend is to tape the camera to the ceiling and you shake your ass? It's great.
That's old.
I love these trends.
That one's old.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I watch a lot of girls shaking their ass on the internet.
How does the wife feel about that one?
She don't care. She likes that ass too.
All right, good. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
So back to not TikTok talk.
Talk. Yeah.
TikTok talk.
Talk to me, but not about TikTok.
All right. So we have
a budget of $4.5 million.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's nothing.
I know.
That's a great movie.
For
It's pretty sad
$4.5 million.
when we are like, $4.5 million is nothing.
Well, okay,
Pennies.
to throw this in here
But I'm
and,
just saying,
and to
that's an
date this
insane
fucking
amount of money.
to date this podcast,
Yeah.
Wonka just came out. This new Wonka movie. It was made for like 120 some $million.
Was it?
Opening weekend, it made 151 million.
Really?
So
That's
it
crazy.
is doing.
Have you
good.
seen it?
I've not seen it.
Have you
I
guys
didn't even
seen
know there
this
was a new one.
new Godzilla movie?
It's a prequel to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory done by Tim Burton, and this goes into like the history of where the Oompa Loompas came from.
Oh.
Anyway, what?
Have you seen the new Godzilla movie?
No.
I didn't know
We
there was
keep
a new one.
running away from this movie, but you guys should check it out because it's supposed to be really good.
Which one is this? How long ago
It's
did it
called-
come out?
It just came out. It's called
Okay, I'm still
Godzilla
behind.
-1. It's supposed to be really good, and I think I want to go see it.
I'm gonna
If
tell
somebody
you-
else wanted to go see it, I would go see it with you.
I could do that, but the thing is I've never seen any other Godzilla movie.
I have seen one, but I've never seen them in theaters. I wouldn't mind watching one of them with you. It's just really long. You can't understand any of it, but you're watching Godzilla and he morphs or transforms the whole movie. He's maturing and getting out. And in the end of the movie,
In this one or the
spoiler
one you're
alert, yeah, he's transforming when they kill him, but he's halfway transforming, and he's transforming from Godzilla into
Mecha Godzilla?
people. Godzilla people.
Giant people?
No, people, but Godzilla people. And
Huh.
they're just starting to like morph out of his tail. To
Interesting.
awesome.
Those little weird spiky things drop off and turn into peoples?
Well,
I don't know, I'm just
because
making
he's
shit
like
up.
constantly. What do you call that?
Morphing?
Yeah, you know. So
Weird.
it's fucking.
Saying the word morphing just reminded me of listening to like flashbacks of Dave going, Morphinite piece of shit!
I don't know what that's from.
That's from Dave getting pissed off in the garage working on cars.
A lot of tools getting thrown.
Yeah, a lot of tools getting whipped across the fucking garage.
Nice. That's always fun.
But anyway, we gotta stop distracting me. We gotta talk
I know, I know.
about talk to me. Talk to me
made
about it.
10 million, or we'll say 91 mil worldwide.
Okay, you said 10 million and then you said 91 million.
9.1.
On opening weekend in the U.S., it made 10 mil, but gross worldwide, it made about 92 mil.
Oh,
We'll go with 92.
well, that's well over.
Yeah, they made bank on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a couple of YouTubers. Not bad. But anyway, you possess. It's got a lot to do with drugs. Yeah.
So
What are we
you
talking
say that there's a big, undertone of like a drug metaphor throughout this movie, right?
Yeah.
Using this hand as a drug to get that euphoric feeling, and then watching the main character struggle with the drugs to cope with her dead mother.
Yes, because she's grieving because her mom died. She OD'd.
Now, see, the thing is it's interesting because, yeah, maybe I don't think she's doing it for the feeling. I think she's trying to find her mother.
That's fair. That's fair. We're going to go off topic again. We're going to stay on the topic, but not what you're talking about.
What are we looking at here? That's the Chica?
Yep. Because, during the movie, you're kind of like,
Okay.
what do you call that? I forget what you call that when you're You know, when you can't really tell whether somebody's male or female, ambiguous or whatever the fuck.
Oh, I thought she was a female the whole time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
She's pretty cute.
I think we might have talked about it at first because, you know, it might have been a little confusing, but.
Did that bother you guys at all?
No.
Okay. Because I know that one guy that I know who's not going to be named saw something really fucking cool, but it had an ambiguous person in it, and he stopped watching it because of that.
That's dumb.
Yes, it was dumb.
I could care less as long as they play whatever character, you know, like act well.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That could bring up that whole thing with
So put it this way: if a show starts one way, right?
I think you have an example in your head, and I'm thinking the same thing, but I don't know what it is because I never watched it, but you did?
Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
Yep.
Why is it doing
But
this to me?
in the first season of it,
The actor.
yeah, was sort of on the manly side anyways. Kind
Okay.
of. I mean, still dressed and seemed like female, but, you know.
Yeah.
But then,
Did the character in the show change as well?
I haven't seen the second season.
Okay.
I just haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
But as long as, like I said, as long as they act like the character is supposed, you know, like has been developed through the whole thing, I could care less.
That's fair.
It don't bother me. Same thing like with the stupid big problem and controversy over the Little Mermaid being black. I don't care.
I don't care either.
I could care less. So
There's a certain person in our friend group who cares.
Is she gonna actually act like, you know,
Like Ariel?
like what we've grown up to? Who cares what color?
It
right?
doesn't matter. Even if it's a different thing, it doesn't matter because it's a different movie. It's a new movie.
Yeah. The only thing that bothers me is, you know, like if they make, you know, a second of something and all they're doing is trying to make it, you know, appeasing one group by just adding that entire group into the whole thing, and it's just focused on that. That's kind of annoying. Just act the part. I don't care what, you know, who changes to who or what, as long as the character that has been developed through the whole thing stays that character.
I mean,
You know,
unless
acts the way that
the character
would
is supposed to change.
Well, that's
Because
what
you
I'm
need a
saying.
character arc.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is that character will slowly develop that through the first, you know, like season or whatever, you know, and they won't just completely flip flop it to appease a group.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That I don't like that. That's just, it's not staying true to the story. Then I could care less who's acting what.
That's true.
It doesn't bother me.
I don't have any disagreements with that at all.
Yeah, I could care less, just as long as the character is acting the way the character should.
So, what else do we want to talk about? You guys got anything? Do you believe that you could be possessed by shaking a hand? Do you believe that?
I don't
I
know.
think it's
Do you
possible.
believe?
There's a lot of crazy stuff that can happen. I mean, you know, there's so many different things that we don't understand from, you know, like you got tons of people that have weird evidence and ghost sightings and stuff. I mean, is it real? Are they faking it? You know, who knows?
It's a cool
We're not there. You
new vessel. It's unique.
Yeah.
And it's, you know,
It's unique in the sense that we haven't seen a movie like that.
yeah, it's a Ouija board, kind of. You know, you're communicating with the
Sort
dead
of, yeah.
via this thing.
Yeah.
But it's different, you know, it's a different play on it, which is cool. I appreciate that. I think that's what attracted me to the movie, because this was one where I think I watched like the preview in 2022, like the upcoming 2023 movies.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
this was the one where I was like, that's the one I want to see. That one looks
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, I seen like a preview for it, kind of, and it caught my eye. And then I talked to Donnie, and he straight up said, "Yeah, I saw it. It's really good." And that's what made me decide. Then it's like, well, okay, we have to do that.
Yeah. This one I went to in theaters, actually, because I was that excited about it. Which I almost feel about for that Godzilla movie.
And did it hold up?
Yes. Yes. Hesitantly, yes, it did. I think people love this movie. And I do really like it. Is original, but it's not fully original.
Yeah.
You know, it has roots in possession. When you get possessed, your eyes go black and you make a scare. You know, there's things that I've seen before, but it's still kind of a unique take.
Yeah.
It just switched things up a little bit, which was kind of cool, I think. But I don't know. I think it's cool if it's like a fucking dead hand in there. That's cool lore. And then it was like autographed by people. I thought the thing looked cool.
Yeah, the hand looked really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of has a contorted sort of grip to it. So kind of. It's not.
Well,
like
you have to think it's supposed to have like as if it's holding a hand already.
Yeah,
and then like it died that way.
Yeah, so
froze that way,
right?
So that you can put
Or
your
as
hand
the person
in it.
died, somebody formed the hand, so when rigor mortis set in, they chopped it off.
Maybe
So
you never
somebody
know.
got creative.
Yeah,
But what I liked how the movie ended. I had some questions.
did you like? Do you go online and try to figure out?
I did not look into it
No.
any further.
I always watch a ton of reviews, and there's a Found Flicks, which is ending explained, and that if you want like the movie explained to you, that's the YouTube video.
But who's giving you that information? The director?
No,
The
they
creator?
usually the guy on YouTube, you know, he'll look at interviews and stuff and talk about the movies, and sometimes stuff's ambiguous, you know. And this one, it wasn't really. She was possessed and she threw herself out into the fucking street to save her friend. So.
Did she throw herself out?
Well, I guess that would be the ambiguous part.
Because you
was like, did a
led me to
spirit
believe that she
push
was
her?
pushed.
Yeah, maybe
I
was
thought
pushed.
maybe she fucking came to for a second and jumped.
Maybe that would be the ambiguous part, I guess.
See, that was the question that I had. That was it. But I love how they did that where, you know, she's a ghost and you don't know for how long. How long has she been a ghost? Because it seems like she just kind of came to, and it was like months later.
Yeah, because the little kid is getting checked out.
Yep, he's leaving.
He's
And
getting
the dad is in there after being fucking shanked.
in the neck,
Yep.
and he's heading out. So, yeah, it probably was months. And then all the lights go off, and then there's a little trickle of a light with a candle or whatever.
Yep. And then you see,
See
talk
a-
to me.
Yep, see a hand reach out.
And then she grabs the hand, and then now she is the ghost.
I wonder what she looks like. You know?
As a dead person? We saw it.
Well, you'd think she'd be like gross looking like
Well, no,
all the
she-
other ghosts were.
She was freshly dead.
So you think those dudes would be like, ooh,
Well, no, because she was still hit by a fucking car.
I'd fucking hate that ghost.
She was still mangled from her car accident.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, she's just bloated and wet.
Well, no, because she wasn't
Bubbling.
found in a fucking river.
No. So, you know. What else? Do you think that kids would do that? Like, if they could be possessed, would they do that and like film each
Depends.
other?
Depends on the person. See, me, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't go even anywhere near it.
It'd be just like a regular drug where it'd be like some people would do it, some people
Well,
would.
it's like a Ouija board. Kids do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's true. Would you do it, Al?
Fuck no.
I don't think I would do it either.
No. It's just one of those things where you don't fuck with the unknown like that.
Right?
You know what I mean?
That's why I don't do crack. That's why I don't do heroin. I got a lot of drugs on my don't do list. This would
Yeah.
be one of them. Don't fucking do this shit. You'll
But
end up
in
like
the
that
logic of-
kid.
In the logic of this movie, it's real.
Yeah.
And it's a thing, and it's a doorway, and
Yep.
it's not like a surprise. They're just like, oh, that's a thing that we can do.
Right.
Well-
They are wondering if it's real, but I mean, they spend that whole night just getting fucking crazy on this hand. Fucking giving each other handies.
Oh, there was a whole thing about in the beginning. They do this whole scene where this guy kills his brother or whatever.
Yeah. tries to kill the brother.
Stabs him.
Yeah.
And then it jumps right to introducing you to new characters. And there's no explanation. And I'm sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes trying to figure out what the connection is between this person and the scene we just fucking watched.
That's fair. Because they don't show you the hand or anything in that
No, they
scene.
don't show you anything. You're just trying to like, what the fuck was that? And what is happening now? And like you explained it to me.
And it's got that, it's just a shocker of an opening scene. Because I think he stabs himself directly in the face.
Something pretty aggressively.
Like yeah. So it's just a shocker of an opening
and you're
scene.
like, what the fuck? Okay, so you're now on that level of you're thinking, all right, something crazy is happening. But then then it hits the brakes hard and goes into a whole different mood where you're just following this girl hanging out with another family, her best friend, and like taking care of her best friend's little brother. And yeah, it's a whole different mood change.
Yeah. Fuck, I wish I would have had that note. I remember you said something. We were talking about possession, drugs, addiction, mourning the mom.
Mourning the mom. But yeah, so you think it was like a real, like the whole focus was about overcoming addiction.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
What do you think it was about?
I think it's more face value than that. I think she was using it as a way to get a hold of her mother because she did contact her mother.
Well,
but
I think
then,
that's where that point actually really, I don't know if
Yeah,
she
but there's different-
necessarily was
instead
doing
of-
that ahead of time. I think it was more of she didn't know if it was true or not, so she wanted to try it. And then once she actually...
Yeah, but she does contact her
Once
mother.
that kid, yeah, but once that kid, the young one, became the mother and then talked to her, that's when she was hooked immediately.
Yeah.
And that's when she went idiot and decided to try to do it by herself later, too.
Yeah.
I think that goes more along the lines of don't fucking trust spirits who want to fucking possess you because all they want you to do is die and be with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't trust anything.
Even though it is your mom, it might not really be. It might not have even been her mom.
It might have been the first time, but then after that...
Yeah, those spirits or whatever could have
Knew
been
what they were trying to do.
making themselves appear that way to her so that they could manipulate her into doing things.
Yeah.
Into dying.
I think that's...
And killing.
Because presumably those spirits would be like, oh, that's what your mom looks like? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And that's where I think it was not so much
her
about the
mom-
addiction of doing it.
Her mom is all bubbly and gross in the movie. And that
Yeah, 'cause
was
she
one
was
of
on
the
fire,
things,
right?
'cause she was possessed
Wait, how did she die?
by a woman who
Pills.
drowned.
Pills.
Yeah, and the mom died by pills in a dry bedroom. So, yeah. So, it was all just a ploy. It might have been legit at first, but that's how she got hooked. And then she just chased that dragon or whatever the hell.
And the thing is they say 90 seconds, and she went over 90 seconds that first time.
The kid did.
Yeah, the kid. And she let the little kid do it.
Yep.
Because she was like,
threw
my
the
mom's
kid in
in
the
there.
corner, and they all panicked and forgot to blow out the candle and everything, too.
Yeah. And so that's when it gets like brutal. He tries to pluck out his own eyeball.
Yeah.
Beats his head on everything.
I should make a horror movie list of eye pluckings and shit, because I feel like that's one where you gotta, if you could know that it's gonna be in the movie, that wouldn't be the worst thing. So you can know, okay, at some point I'm gonna have to look away from the screen, because yuck, that kid got it brutal.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would say that there's no gore in the movie, and I'd recommend it to Maddie, but she doesn't like that brutal gore.
Yeah.
So, and that kid gets it, man. He just, every time he comes conscious, the spirit makes him try to kill himself, and it's fucking brutal, dude. A lot of blood.
Yeah.
A lot of blood.
And then in the hospital, he's beating the fuck out of his head against the fucking wall and
Right?
laughing. That was a good scene.
Yeah. And the sister just sits there, like, you gotta you got to tackle him. You got to like hold his head down.
And they're manipulative enough to only do it when that girl's around, so that it seems like it's her fault.
Yeah. Fucking fucked up.
You wouldn't want to be possessed by a fucking otherworldly, other-realmed entity?
Hell no. Not for any amount of time. Not 90 seconds. Not nothing. I think, if anything, I would be one of those people maybe videotaping it and laughing and not getting involved. Which, is that worse or is that better?
I don't know. I feel like that's worse.
Right? Kind of sounds like it's worse. So, I might be worse than these shitbags. Which is shit baggy. Let's see. What else? I don't know. It's dismembered hand, conjuring spirits, dead mom. These are keywords for the movie.
We had so much going on in between watching the movie and doing this.
Yeah. I felt like an idiot last week driving all the fucking way out here just to be like, I gotta go.
What are the chances that this is possible?
Like the possession or what?
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's go with the idea that there is a ability to communicate with the dead, with these spirits, with these entities.
Sure.
Do you think you could just cut off somebody's hand and use it to communicate with the dead?
Maybe if there's that magic in the air.
Do you think? Do you think
to it than that though?
Do you think
it could have been something as simple as like a topo situation, where whoever did it believed the hand? You know, they believe the hand so much that it just does.
Yeah. Here's an interesting question. Do you think that if that hand was in better hands, that it could be used for better purposes, or do you just think it's a doorway?
That's an interesting question, but I think I'm with Dave. It's just a doorway.
Yep.
But that's an interesting question.
Because these kids are just using it to fucking laugh.
Yeah. Which, if you were the spirit, would you be a little annoyed by that?
I don't know.
Like, I feel like just kids. Like at the end of the movie, the spirits have no fucking idea what's going on. They're just like, "Oh shit, what's that?" And then they reach out, grab a hand, and they're just as shocked as you are.
Yeah, because most of them are trying to figure out what is going on. Where are they?
And I think that's why 90 seconds is the time limit, because then they
that's
start.
What I was saying. Then they realize what's going on, and then
yeah.
Okay. Because the one.
And that would be an interesting sequel, because she already knows what's going on. So she can just start taking over motherfuckers. Instantly.
Okay.
So
and then tries to get a hold of her dad and apologize. And then goes into a whole thing where she starts trying to get a hold of the kid.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. There's possibilities for sequels.
There is. Because that hand is going to change hands.
How the fuck did that hand get to what? Germany? Is that where it was at the end of the movie?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, when she reached out for the hand, she fucking they were like speaking German or something. I don't know.
Presumably it went from one party group to the next, all the way to Germany, man. They're partying all over the world. That thing's going to go over to America.
It was well, I guess.
Right? Yeah. Drugs, possession.
And that could just be a whole nother thing, too. It could just be the same movie, but like in a different country.
Yeah, you could change that up.
Then there could be a whole side movie. This is a history of the hand itself.
That would be a good one. I would be interested in that. Some nice dark ass fucking, what do they call it? Psychic.
How cool would it be, though, if, like, you were just watching this other random movie, but at the end of the movie, they cut off the end and cover it in plaster, and you're like, oh, shit, that's supposed to talk to me.
Right.
Like they don't mention any connection until the very fucking end.
Or maybe the guys whose hand it is coming back to try and find his fucking hand.
That could be.
And he's the weird psychic.
Oh, and then they go talk to me, and then, like, his spirit grabs his own hand.
Maybe.
And he's like, give me my motherfucking hand back.
They're like, no, make Make out with a dog, bro.
Like the person, like the little teenager kid is like this, right? He reaches out and he's like, talk to me. And then all of a sudden he's like, "Ugh," and then goes, "Ugh, give me my motherfucking hand back, assholes." And they're like, what the fuck? Because he knows what he's doing because it's his fucking hand.
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
either.
just spitballing here.
Yep. We're pitching ideas here.
TM. Nobody can take these ideas.
Yeah.
Trademark.
I don't know, guys. Anything else? I don't know.
I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, we
No.
went. It was good. I liked the movie. I loved it.
Yep.
It made me uneasy though, because it's so awkward, weird. It is uncomfortable. Like,
It's dark. It's not sad, or it's sad. It's not like there's no happy ending.
no, nothing good happens in this movie.
No.
Nope.
Besides the kid and the dad surviving, but even that is like,
And if you blink, you miss that.
yeah, you blink, you miss it, and it's like cold in that in that scene they're like moving on. They're
Well, yeah,
fine.
because they got to do their own thing. They're
Yeah, and that's the thing about death.
And who knows? Like, because like the sister could have been like, while he was healing, because he had to heal for a while.
I'd imagine he was fucked up. Tried to pluck out his
Like she could have explained that, and then he had all that time to come to terms with whatever could have happened to him. The dad, he's fucked.
Yeah.
His wife died. His daughter.
Tried to kill him.
I don't think she
yeah.
tried to. Obviously, she didn't try to kill him, and I think he knew that she didn't try to kill him. But that's a whole other avenue that they just don't go over. They don't explain any of that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of open at the beginning. Or at
Yeah.
the end.
Does the dad think that she tried to kill him, or does he understand that she was in some kind of weird,
I don't know.
like she was sleeping and like she just was like and stabbed him because he was trying to like snap her awake.
Yeah. Because she was freaking out.
He's like, "It's
'Cause she
your
was getting
dad.
attacked
It's
by
your
her
dad."
dad in the
Yeah,
dream thing.
which is a whole nother grapey situation. We don't need to
Because that whole ghost
add
thing
to
was
that.
screwing with her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd give this movie fucking 9 hands. 9 crippled 9 hands from Scary Movie 2. Is that the movie? The second one?
Yeah.
Strong hands.
Yeah.
You have 9 strong hands.
I don't think we made enough hands jokes.
Why don't you I don't know, hand job joke, but I don't know. Did you have some like thought of ready before
No.
you started or what?
No, we should have thought of more handy jokes. We did do the one where I forgot it already, so it must not have been that funny. I give this motherfucker a 7.
A 7?
A 7.
Not even 7 dead girls in the road? 7 wheelchairs? 7 demons? 7 weird knives in the eye? 7 Aussies?
I'm going 8 candles.
8
8
candles.
candles.
It was pretty good.
What brought it down for you for a 7?
I'm going to go with 8 koalas. Because they're from...
You said 7 before.
Or 7 koalas.
Why is it down to a 7 instead of like a 10? What
You're
brought her
right.
down?
I think what Opie's thinking, and I'd be willing to bet, it's the fact that the hand thing was cool, new, but the ghosty possession-y shit has been done a million times.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they did it in a
You know?
great way, though.
They
Yeah, I
did
think
do
they
it
did too.
unique, but overall the story is the same. You know, the framework of the story is the same. It's just they delivered a little different.
I
I'll
think
give
there's
it.
so many opportunities to do more with it.
I'm going to give it a
That's what I like about it.
7.5 because it's original and not original at the same time. I liked it though. I saw it twice. I went and saw it in theaters.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
All right. Well, I guess
So this is Al's pick now.
It is Al's pick.
I don't have anything ready.
No?
I don't have anything ready, but
I'll dig into stuff too, and I'll give you ideas
yeah.
if we find anything
All right.
and see what you come up with.
Sounds good to me.
Because there's a couple that I've seen that are like pretty new that are intriguing.
I think I had something before, but then I watched this movie and it just took over my whole brain.
I'll have to dig in and see if I could find them again, but I did see a couple that are one for sure. I don't remember what it's called though, but it looked pretty freaky.
Nice.
I'll have to see what it is.
And also, spoiler alert, my brain is just fried from like the craziness of the Christmas season.
I get you.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because my mom was like, "Oh, did Al must not have delivered the mail on Monday?" I'm like, "Oh, he did," but
Yeah.
I'm like, "Package Central," and she goes, "Oh yeah, I suppose." I'm like, "Christmas season is nasty season for the delivery."
Do you get paid overtime or anything like
I
that?
do during Christmas season. So my check that I just got today has some overtime on it, like 6 hours of overtime, but
Yeah.
which isn't too bad. It's in my next paycheck will have it too. And because we're having a whole lot of fucking staffing issues, because, hey, you want to work at the post office?
If I got to move the fuck out of where we're at, I might have to find a new fucking job.
Oh, that ain't that bad.
You're making
that.
decent money.
I know I'm making good money and I love my job. I love everything about my life
I
right
drive-
now. I don't want to fucking.
I'd drive just as far as you would.
Yeah.
I go to Genesis on the end of Connors Point every.
And you got good gas mileage vehicle.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. But
It's not that bad.
I know.
It's a nice, calming drive on the highway.
Yeah, you get to listen to music and
Yeah.
podcasts.
It's true. I used to like driving to work, but not from work.
Driving home's the gay part
Yeah.
because it's like I just want to be home now,
Right.
Yeah.
especially winter when it's snow.
Yeah.
Guys, guess what?
What?
We live in northern motherfucking Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's Christmas. and
It's
we don't
going
have
to
any
rain
snow.
on Christmas. It's going to be like 40 degrees and raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the first, I don't remember a Christmas where there wasn't snow. I remember it got close sometimes.
Yeah. I remember being close, but
Oh, I bought a
Yikes, dude.
drone.
What the fuck? That's, first of all,
I forgot about that. Hova just dropped it off. He's was trying to
what's
was it his
Covered-
old one?
trying to
Okay.
cover some bills, so I just bought it off of him.
What is it? What?
He really
drone.
liked that too.
Oh, cool.
That's why I bought it.
So it doesn't go somewhere else.
Exactly.
And if he wants it, you can probably
Because if
sell
he
it back
needs
to
to
him.
use it, I
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
You know. It was
Oh,
just
yeah. He
more or
uses it
less-
for work.
Yeah, it was just more or less. It was, I just didn't want it going down the road for cheap. He was gonna try to get. I mean, they're not that.
So
specific
basically,
model ain't too expensive.
You're being a little pawn shop.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I've
A
never
good
had
friend.
a drone, and they're
He's
fun
being
to
a
play
good
with.
friend.
So,
He's being a little pawn shop
so
David
basically,
over here.
I bought it just because I want to screw with it too, and
Yeah.
I've flown it a little bit, but it wasn't.
Did you play with it yet?
No, he just brought it today. Took a
Rad,
video
bro.
of the bike.
When did he show? Wait, what? Took a video of the bike.
Yeah, we fired up his bike and we took the battery out of it, and he just wanted to put a video on there because
Oh, for the
apparently
Facebook.
a couple people were asking. Or I
Why
don't
doesn't
know.
his bitch ass take it home?
Now? He actually thought about driving it?
No, he has a fucking truck and a trailer.
Well, yeah. His tires ain't the greatest.
Hmm.
But yeah.
All right, we should sign off of this. That was another episode of Red Flags, brought to you by Hindsight Horror Enterprises.
That's great. Hindsight Horror Enterprises. Hell yeah.
This has been Opie, Dave, and Al with Red Flags.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Dave never fucking says bye.
No, you gotta do it randomly.